This is KSL Sunday Edition with Deanie Wimmer.
Signs of progress show Utah is coming of age.
It's going to say the progress the state's making in a whole of it's really going to be unified.
From the Wasatch Front to the mountain resorts and a booming city to the west.
Tooele City is coming of age. We pretty much have a piece of heaven here right on earth.
With that progress, planners say, comes entertainment, high-paying jobs, and features unlike this state has ever seen.
This is kind of the future, right?
At the site that used to be our state prison. The Point, as it's called, will be the largest redevelopment in Utah history. Leaders say developing all 600 acres of the state-owned land at the Point will take about 30 years. Phase 1 is slated to take 15 years, though crews hope to reduce that timeline. We could start to see buildings going up this time next year. When complete, it's expected to generate hundreds of homes, thousands of jobs, and billions in economic growth. I'm here at the Point, the project that will transform the south end of the valley. This will eventually be a river. A lot has happened since they broke ground at the start of the year.
Since the groundbreaking, we've built what we're standing on now, future roads. As we look out through the project, all the future roads are put in place for the main infrastructure of the project. We're currently working on the underground utilities, storm drain, sewer, water, and some of the outfall with the river drainage that's going on right here in front of us that will lead from here to the west side of the project. It'll have walking paths, all kinds of cool stuff for people to walk through and see through there.
So right now you're just laying the foundation essentially.
Yeah, the foundation of the project right now.
These drone shots show the project at the start of the year and today with the roads marked. It shows the size of the project and how it's taking shape. What happens from here? Once you get this foundational stuff happens, what will we see as we're driving by on I-15?
So the first thing you're gonna start seeing is more equipment scattered out here, building up the granular borrow grades to the roadways. And then from there, the road base, the untreated base course, and then you'll start to see a lot of asphalt go down. And that's when you'll be able to start seeing what's really being built through the project. Mid next year, second quarter, mid next year, you'll start to see other buildings starting to be built. The locations of buildings will start coming together.
Teams are laying 6 miles of pipe and have moved 300,000 cubic yards of dirt, enough to halfway fill the U's Rice-Eccles Stadium. One of the things that it sounds like is most anticipated is that event center. Talk to me about what role that will play.
Yeah, that's really going to be a catalyst for this development. Anytime that you can create a 5,000 seat entertainment venue, it'll draw from a lot of people, right? Both Utah County and Salt Lake County. And the hope, our models, our studies have shown that when you bring people out, then they'll spend money shopping in the retail and dining experience, and it really kind of kickstart the entire development.
What will be the first building here on this site?
Yeah, so the first building is a 350 unit apartment complex that's kind of a marquee statement for this project. The architecture's fantastic. It'll also have 45,000 square feet of retail on the ground floor for both shops and dining. And then you'll also see what you mentioned, the 5,000 seat entertainment venue going on. We refer to it as the promenade, which is sort of these retail experiences through a nice park-like center to the project. It's sort of the hub of everything. This site is really specific towards innovation and trying to relocate national headquarters to come here to Utah. This is more of an economic development site. So innovation, anything from fintech to computers, technologies, who knows yet, right?
You want this to be the north end of Silicon Slope.
Absolutely, and it really is strategically located between Salt Lake County and Utah County, and so it really is a draw for both.
When you talk about innovation, you're actually looking at air taxis and the potential for that. What is that exactly?
Yeah, so they're basically a large electric drone, if you will, or helicopter that can take off vertically and then transport people along the Wasatch Corridor to maybe the airport or to Park City or even down to like Price. So we're partners with G47, and we're looking at multiple options around the state on where these helicopter type landing areas might be the best strategically located, and this site is definitely one of them.
That's going to be a thing.
That is a thing.
Tracks and light rail are also, in fact, they're debating where that should go. That's crucial, I would think, in a development like this.
Absolutely. So right now we're partners with UDOT and UTA. We've done exhaustive studies. The legislature did fund a front runner station here at the point. So that is being designed as we speak. We also have designed in a light rail system that will take you from that front runner station through the site and then go up and over I-15 into Draper.
What will this mean for this area of the valley?
It's kind of a staple. It brings the valley together, right? There's been a separation here between like Utah County, Salt Lake County. It's going to say the progress the state's making in a whole of it's really going to be unified. The biggest milestone to me is just the future, bringing my kids through here and showing them what we built. The pictures from when it was the prison to where it was just grass to what it's going to be.
And that's just the beginning. The Salt Lake Airport is also getting ready to take off again. Expansion projects have been underway. There are 21 final gates, 10 expected to be complete this fall and 11 in 2026. And that will complete the A and B concourses. City leaders are preparing to issue up to $700 million in bonds to pay for the project. The City Council approved the request, which will put the airport in the bond market this summer. And then get this, leaders are already looking ahead to future projects like a third concourse, likely to be discussed in 5 years. And that's not all. The Provo Airport has also announced an expansion. Earlier this year, the city broke ground on a 3-year project that will take the airport from 4 to 10 gates. City leaders say the expansion will double the travel opportunities and contribute to growth in the region.
The airport is growing leaps and bounds. We are currently have outgrown what this terminal can do, which is typical for St. George. We usually build something and then realize that they fill a place up in a hurry.
Yeah, in southern Utah, expansion plans are in the works for the airport in St. George. Terminal remodel is still in the planning phase, but it does include areas for more restaurants, more boarding gates, expanded baggage claims, and space for additional security check lanes. The city says we can expect renderings of the final design soon. The St. George Airport is also getting an air traffic control center. The city just selected the builder, and construction will begin in September. Some fun facts about the tower. It will be 80 feet tall. It will be shaped like a square because of the type of soil beneath it. Officials say the square shape will ensure the best structural integrity. This tower will be the 4th operating in Utah, but the first built outside of the Wasatch Front. Other Utah airports with operating air traffic control towers are Salt Lake City, Provo, and Ogden. The site of the old St. George Airport is being transformed into a 180 mixed-use technology park. It's being called Tech Ridge. It's up there on the bluff.
Someone could live up here and spend all their time up here, especially once we get our, things like a corner grocery store. All of those aspects are things that I think people want.
Right now, the big draw is the Dragon Tails staircase. It's made up of 333 steps, giving a stunning view of the city for those who make it to the top. As the development comes together, it will also include workspaces, shops, residential housing, trails, and parks. We've got more signs of progress. Next, ticket sales are down at the News Bees baseball stadium, but expectations are still high.
Spreads out the different activities across the Salt Lake Valley.
We'll hear about the fan experience at baseball games and what else is opening up in the Daybreak development. Then we'll take you to a mountain resort where new construction is such a spectacle, people paid to watch it.